welcome back to Hardworking Man. Today I'm just out in the wood yard running some chainsaws. I got the Echo CS7310. It's ported, it's now tuned, and we're just gonna rip up some hard maple, just get us a nice little pile of hardwood over here and see how this thing cuts. It's still gonna break in a little bit, the rings will seat. I'll get it retuned, but I think this thing's gonna be a monster, so let's see what it can do. This is about a 14-15 inch hard maple. Like I said, I'm running the Echo CS7310. I bought that thing off sawsupplier.com. I used my code HWM10, 10% off all the chainsaws on their website. They got some of the best prices, and you get free shipping on every order. So whether it's just a chain or a thing, a two-stroke oil, whatever it is, they got all kinds of stuff. But that's where I got the saw, and I've got the Sugihara bar on there, which are currently on sale on sawsupplier.com, and I'm also running the Sugihara chain, which they do not have on sawsupplier.com. But that saw was ported by Dino Joe, and I think it's going to be one of my new favorites. You can see there that 20-inch lightweight Sugihara bar. This thing balances nicely with it. The 24-inch, it balances great too. Just saves you a little bit of weight when you're out cutting all day. Love it. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to run this against the Makita. we need to get the stone in the wood yard. You might be wondering, why does he pick the log up, cut a couple blocks off it, set it down, then pick it back up? Why doesn't he just pick it up further down the end in the first place? And the answer is, one, this is a pretty heavy log, being green hard maple, and this grapple will definitely pick it up, and so will my tractor. But you don't want too much twisting force on your loader arms, because you'll spring your loader, it'll be out of level, it's just sort of a pain. I mean, mine's not perfect a lot because, I mean, I work this thing, but I try to take care of my stuff when I think about it, you know, when it doesn't impede getting a job done. You can see I've just got the idle turned down here. And I mean, this is still, it beats bending over and cutting. Save the back, especially, I mean, this is sort of unfair because it's not taking me long to cut. So even if I had to bend over to cut it, it's still, this saw, I mean, it's not taking long. Until you run a ported saw, and let me add a well-tuned ported saw, because this thing, I did not even have close when I was running it, and I was still just happy as could be with it. But now that it's tuned, it's going to run with that Makita. It is. I'll have a comparison video coming soon. Tell you what, if you watch our chainsaw race videos at Hoosier Firewood Hysteria, this thing did okay, but it didn't do anything close to what it was doing now. I want a rematch with all those guys. And another thing you'll notice, a lot of those guys that are what I consider chainsaw guys were running the Sugihara bars. I'm glad I got a chance to test one out. I really like it, and like I said, right now on sawsupplier.com, the Sugihara bars are on sale, and if you buy one for a Husqvarna saw, which they're also a dealer of, and you can get 10% off with HWM10, my code, you get $10 off your next item. So you basically could buy a bar that's on sale and then get a $10 item for free with free shipping. What's not to love? There'll be a link in a pinned comment and in the description. Now, if you guys are around firewood and chainsaws, you're going to hear it all the time. Echo saws are cheap. You need steel or you need Husqvarna. Echo saws, even though they cost less, they are headed in the right direction. These saws are awesome. You're going to see them with more and more firewood guys, more and more tree service guys. You're still going to have the guys, oh, you need a Husqvarna or you need a steel. And I'm not saying those are bad saws, but to say that Echo is junk, you're crazy. People used to think iPhones were junk because it wasn't a Nextel. I mean, you got to advance with the times. Echo's advancing with the times, and I mean, these are some of my favorite chainsaws, and this is one of the reasons. You ever see a Husqvarna guy do that? hear it. This saw, I'm starting to learn to hear it, and having a ported saw, I think, helps you learn because you can hear it better. It's still 4-stroking just a little bit. I could lean it out a little more, and as it breaks in, I'm going to have to adjust it. I'm going to throw the tack on it now that we've been cutting for a while and see what my RPMs are at, both without anything on it and in the cut, and just see where it's at right now. When it really bit in there, so I mean, I think we're real good right now, and I mean, it's cutting awesome. Ported saws. Firewood guys don't need ported saws. Yeah, you do. Smiles per gallon, Bodie says. If you like smiles per gallon, you need one. Curious with this Sugihara chain and bar, it doesn't make any sense here, but I'm going to bore cut in and then release it from the top. You're going to see this a lot. Is it better than the Makita? I wouldn't say that, but you can still buy this, and it's a great value. Those Makitas you can't find anymore. My Steel 044, that Makita, I'm not going to run them as much now that I have something comparable that I can replace if I wreck it, run it over, lose it, blow it up, whatever. CS7310P, my new favorite work saw. How's that? Starting to get enough sawdust down, I can keep the mud off these logs. Now here, this one is smaller, so I'm going to try to pick it up right at the end, one last cut. And if you, with these smaller logs, if you can grip it with those teeth, uneven ground here. That's my problem. You know what? Let's just try to do this. I'm going to grab it. Come on, stay in there. There you go. Still learning this grapple, but because this one's smaller, I can do this. If this was a bigger log, I would only do this in the middle of the bucket or the grapple. But because of the size, I'm able to just grab it on one side, and I'm not going to tweak my loader just cutting this, especially as quick as it's going to go. I cannot wait to run all this nice, beautiful hard maple through the all-wood with the new Hard Working Man log chute, or whatever we're going to end up calling it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a log splitter modification that I came up with and made. Check it out. I'll put a link at the end of this video. It's a game changer. Absolute game changer. That's what the thumbnail says, so that's how you'll know if you're watching the right video. Buddy's excavator bucket the other day, and I ruined a brand new chain. Now what the heck, I think I can do it. dumb for no reason.